So some of X's biggest users are not happy, not happy with some of the changes being made to the platform in regards to monetization. There are people that were making basically full-time livings, I guess, off of X monetization, which was rolled out about a year ago. And I have theories as to what's behind this monetization. I don't think this is actually a sustainable business model. I think it's part of a slush fund, some money that they have set aside to distribute to get people to talk about coming to X and how great it is to pay for premium, $8 to $40 a month or whatever it is. And they're trying to entice people to sign up, and then they're taking the premium revenue and they're splitting it, however many ways or however they want to do it. And the problem is, as someone who posts on various platforms and is monetized on various platforms, X has never been very transparent about their monetization. It's just kind of like, trust me, bro, whatever you get is what you're owed. And I personally don't like that, but some people have gotten some pretty good payouts. I don't get paid much on there. So people are like, oh, you're just angry because you're not getting a whole lot of money on X. I don't care one way or the other. I mean, I'm going to be real, but I am seeing a lot of people very upset that they've changed the rules for monetization, I guess. And there are people seeing massive dips in their engagement on the algorithm. And I know they made some changes a couple of weeks ago that they were going to try to discourage people from just taking other people's tweets or other people's videos and reposting them, resharing them, and making money that way. Because we had a lot of Nigerian princes making money hand over fist that way. They were getting millions and millions of followers, and they were just kind of lifting content. I guess X decided they did not want to pay for that. Mostly Nikita, Bier, I guess, is the guy who's in charge of X now. And X is only a handful of people. I don't think people realize that. Like, it's not like Twitter of old. X is basically a handful of people led by Nikita. And people are calling him out specifically for changes to the algorithm. They're like, if you're on his bad side, you're not going to get seen. I've noticed... I mean, I can't really say one way or the other. I used to get every once in a while, I'd get, a big tweet, but I've had a couple that have hit 1 million, but I haven't really been going out of my way to try to get engagement on X either. I'm really on the fence about it. I've done videos before that, X is still a shitty place. It's less shitty than it was when it was Twitter, but it's attracting a different kind of shit now. And a lot of these engagement bait posts are a big reason for it. So we'll talk about the monetization. What I think is actually going on, again, it's just my opinion based on what I've seen on other platforms, having done this for, oh my God, 20 years, I think. I've been basically making a living online for 20 some years. And I've seen this before. And I don't know if it's the same playbook, but it feels like it is. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. This is Kneon. This is CLOWNFISH TV. And this week has been a bad week for a lot of people that have been making money on X. And before I get into some of the specific grievances, I'm going to tell you what I think is actually going on. And I even asked Grok, and Grok agreed with me. Believe it or not, Grok agreed with me. I said, this is straight from the horse's mouth. If you're thinking about making a living as a content creator on X, you might want to have a backup. Yeah, X is not going to be, I don't think it's going to be a sustainable platform to make a living on. What I theorize is going on. Elon Musk paid $44 billion for Twitter, and they have to make it make money. And they need to get people to post because a lot of people left. They went to Blue Sky, or honestly, a lot of people just went back to like Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that, right? So to get people to post, you incentivize them. Okay, well, we've got premium. So premium is, people paying a subscription. You can pay for a blue check and then you get access to the AI. Really, you're just bankrolling the AI, but whatever. It's kind of a clever way to get people to pay for Grok, right? It's like, okay, we'll buy ChatGPT and we'll throw Twitter in for free. We'll throw Facebook in for free. That's basically what they're doing, right? But they're not coming out and telling people that's what they're doing. So to incentivize people to post, they're like, oh, well, if you post, you get paid. If you're a premium member, you get paid. Enter for a chance to win cash and prizes. What I think is actually going on is they have a set number of dollars set aside to allocate to people. And I think the slush fund, if that's what you want to call it, is running low. And I think what they're doing is they're making it harder and harder to monetize because they were paying out way more than they thought they had to or were going to, because people just started spamming X. So now they're under the guise of making X a better platform for everyone. They're not going to monetize a lot of the slop content, right? The problem is that people that are big accounts, who drive a lot of the traffic and the engagement are pissed. People like Cat Turd and Ian Miles Chong and Dom Lucre. I guess he got banned or something. I don't know. He was charging like $10,000 to tweet. I was like, damn, dude. I'll tweet for $10,000. But anyway, I think this is what's going on, because I saw this happen with Webtoon, and it kind of happened with Substack too, where they basically, to kick off the platform, right, they would throw money at people. They had money set aside for promotion, and to get people using the platform, they threw money at them. We were one of a handful of creators that had money thrown at us from Webtoon. Not really a handful. I guess there were a couple hundred, but they basically paid us to post our comic over there. And it was just a mirror for us, but they gave you a percentage of whatever, however they figured it out, like the page views, and then they would drop it in your Patreon. And that was the only reason we had a Patreon, was to get paid from Webtoon, because I didn't really give a shit otherwise. But yeah, they did that. And then they started kind of pulling back on the monetization, making it harder and harder to get monetized. Every couple of months, you'd see new rules roll out. Well, you can't do this, can't do that, whatever. And then eventually it was like, okay, well, now we're going to introduce ads and an ad revenue share. And that's how you're going to make your money. And we're taking the safety net away. We're taking the training wheels off. And that's what I think is going on right now with X. I think they're trying to get people to post. They're trying to get their numbers up. They're trying to build an ecosystem that's sustainable. So they're throwing money at people to get them to post. Now, some people are reporting that they've had really, really good payout periods. There are people posting screenshots of, $1,000, $2,000, a lot of the Japanese accounts I'm seeing like $2,000 or whatever. They're trying to pull the Japanese into this. I think that's why they're doing the translation stuff. I don't think it's going to last. I'm going to be honest. I think, again, just my gut on this is the money has to come from someplace, and X is losing money, like bleeding out money. I think it was last year they reported that they lost $500 million. They lost their advertising gal. Was it Linda Yaccarino? Yeah, they lost her. And advertisers aren't exactly lining up to advertise on X. I'm being real here. Like, I don't care if you like X, hate X, whatever. Objectively, X is an add-on to Grok. And I think they're looking at it that way. That's why it's under XAI, because Grok is basically the product and you're getting Twitter for free. This is not going to last. But I'm seeing a lot of people who are betting the farm on, being professional tweeters. I'm like, that shit's just not, I've seen this app before. It's not going to last. Substack did the same thing. Substack was throwing money at people, especially in the comic space. I remember comic book creators, they're throwing all kinds of money at comic book creators to get them to post comics on Substack, because they're like, hey, this would be a good platform for web comics. Let's throw a bunch of money at people. And that was subsidized for like a year or two, and that stopped, right? Once and then they realized that, like, no, Substack's place is basically news and podcasts and stuff like that. People don't really come here for comics. I mean, some people do, but they knew what their niche was. And I think the same thing is going to happen with X. I think X is actively chasing away the normie audience. Like, the people who were still around when Elon Musk bought it. I think X is going to be a tech bro platform, a crypto bro, NFT bro, AI bro platform, and news aggregator. But they are pissing a lot of people off. So I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how many like straight up X content creators they're going to have, or how many people are going to stay. And the people that they have, they're making the most money. Well, the ones who are making the most money were people that were just, stealing other people's shit. But a lot of people are like pretty far right. And so that's going to alienate, a general audience too, I think. So I'm not exactly sure what they're looking to do. I mean, but then they're pissing off the right wingers too, because they're censoring, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I don't think X knows what it is yet. That's what I'm saying. I think they want it to be an everything app, but the problem with that is you have to at least have a few things that you do better than anybody else. And I don't know if X really does, if I'm being honest. And I might even start kind of pulling back. I mean, I tried to give it another shot. I'm like, well, maybe if I post more on X, it's like, I don't know. Because really, it still is Twitter. It's just, it's a different flavor of shit. It's still a shitty platform. It's just, I mean, they're not as censorious as they used to be, but now we're attracting a lot of equally annoying people just from the other side, I think. So I asked Grok flat out, I said, is it a slush fund? Is that where the money's coming from? Is that why people are losing monetization and it's very haphazard? And Grok said, your slush fund theory is plausible as an explanation for the shift. X's creator ad revenue sharing launched with generous early payouts to attract talent and build momentum post-acquisition, but the company has never been profitable on ads alone. Recent purges of low-quality spam accounts and stricter guidelines align with tightening eligibility to focus resources where engagement actually drives revenue. No public financials confirm a literal fund running dry, but the trend towards sustainability over subsidies matches how private platforms evolve. So I think I'm right on this. Now Cat Turd, the infamous Cat Turd, who somehow has like 4 million subscribers, but he was like raging at Elon Musk and Nikita Bier yesterday, and he took that post down. But he was like, yeah, hey, this isn't good. My monetization is terrible. And I posted images of people that were making like $1,500 a payout, and now they're making like $75 a payout. I'm like, it's almost as if having the blue check isn't worth it at all. But then there are other people that are posting like, $2,000, whatever. And Nikita Bier is basically bragging about it, and people are not happy. The great reallocation to original authors. He replies to Sir Doge of the Coin, good morning, it's a great day to complain about your X payout. How did yours shake out? This person said, I'm still waiting on my original account to be restored after I received an email stating as such. Big accounts get your attention. Nobody fights for us. This person says the accounts that post cash crypto giveaways should be next. They're all scamming for clicks. I agree with Arthur here. Would be great if monetization had more clear guidelines. I see a lot of big accounts getting banned for monetization. It's not clear what kind of content gets higher payouts. This whole system needs to build it out in more detail. It looks like X is going the Facebook route. Yeah, I agree with that. And that's a problem. Again, if you want to be a content creator professionally, you need to know what you get paid for, what you don't get paid for, how much you get paid, if you're on the right track or not. And there is absolutely no way to know on X. And I'm seeing people, they're like, oh my God, my X career is over. I'm like, dude, if you were making a living on X, it's a problem. So just to be clear, I'm not putting anybody on blast here. I am going to pull this post up from Ian Miles Chong, who is talking about how the X algorithm is broken. It's killing the platform from the inside out. It's gotten worse. I actually do agree with that. It's weird. I don't know specifically what works and what doesn't work. It now barely registers something as fundamental as how many people choose to follow you. Small accounts can't grow organically. Large accounts watch their reach collapse month over month. Post too much and you're throttled. Post too little, you're forgotten. There's no winning move because the system isn't designed for anyone to win. Certain people. And it goes on and on. People said that he was using AI to make his post. But yeah, this is interesting here. This is an algorithmic suppression. X platform autopsy, case file 001. Negative 95%. I've seen a lot of people complain about that. They said it doesn't really matter. If you have a lot of followers, it doesn't matter. The same thing is happening with YouTube right now too, and all these platforms. They're over-relying, I believe, on AI to determine what to push to people. So even on YouTube, I've seen channels that have 1 million subscribers that are not getting the reach they used to, and people that have maybe 10,000 subscribers having their stuff pushed. And I think it comes down to money. So I've got this crazy theory with YouTube, and I think I've talked about it a little bit before, but I think YouTube is perhaps throttling people based on anticipated monthly payouts. I think YouTube is even like, oh, you're getting close to whatever the cap is we kind of put on your account. We're going to use AI, because I've noticed, like, look, and this is just anecdotal. This is anecdotal. I have noticed that our traffic on YouTube tends to slow up toward the end of the month as we approach a specific magic number in revenue, almost like clockwork. And this has been going on for about 6 months now. It's like they're like, nope, this is all the more you're going to make on this platform. We're going to start slowing you down because you're not making any more than this. And I have to wonder if something like that is happening on X as well. It's about controlling the payouts. That's what I think is going on. But yeah, people are not happy. Nikita Bier seems to be delighted with this. Again, X monetization was designed to get people to sign up for premium. Maddie Evans says, I never post about my stats or ever complain, but WTF is this? Never complain. $75 to down from $1,200. That's brutal. It is what it is. All I do is try to bring conversations to X. I thought that is what this platform was about. I guess not. Wait, you get paid to engagement farm? Yeah, pretty much. Here's another one. 100% agree, Maddie. Never share, whine, or moan from $2,400 in January to $38 today. Again, people aren't very sympathetic. I'm going to tell you the truth. If you're making all kinds of money on X, I wouldn't be bragging about it. I wouldn't be posting it because people are going to get pissed at you. But it's true. A lot of people are complaining about their payouts. And, I just be aware. You're not going to be able to make a living on this platform ever. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I'm just going to wrap it up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later.